Hello, Happy New Year. It's been a while. I am currently in the United States visiting family. I'm about to meet up with my friend Angie and we're gonna head to the beach. But the main reason I'm filming this video is because today is the first day of my challenge to stay off social media for the entire year of 2024. I'm gonna talk a little bit more about the reason why I've decided to leave social media this year later on in this video. But for now, I want to tell you a little bit more about the No Scroll Club and how it works so that you can decide if you want to join this club and also give up social media in 2024. The No Scroll Club is an email community committed to breaking the endless cycle of social media scrolling. On New Year's Eve, 37 people signed up to join me in spending the full year of 2024 off social media. Here's what they have to say. Spending too much time on social media is affecting my productivity and well-being. I spend literally hours scrolling. It's like a reflex and I want to get rid of it. My attention span is depleting and I'm constantly feeling for a ping in my pocket. I felt during this year that when I woke up, the first thing I would do is get on my phone. I want to be more productive, spend more time in nature, to be honest. I am exposed to too much fast-absorbed input, and as I am working on a novel and other poetry collections, it's necessary to isolate myself. I'm mentally numb now. None of my own ideas look innovative or creative to my eye anymore. I am neglecting what really matters in life. I'm comparing myself to others on social media to the point where I am always feeling hollowed out. Social media makes me feel diminished about my life. I'll lie on my bed and spend hours scrolling. This last year was a nightmare because I procrastinate all day long. I've even neglected my studies and hobbies. I've really associated social media with relaxation, and everything else seems exhausting in comparison, which honestly can't be right. I feel like I haven't truly lived in a long time. Even when I'm out and around people, I'm constantly checking my phone, not really connecting. I can't believe how many people have admitted to social media being a negative thing in their lives. I thought maybe it was just me and a few others who are kind of overly attached. It really confirmed to me that this is a real problem for probably almost everyone, especially in my generation, Gen Z, where we have grown up with access to social media from a very young age, unless you had really strict parents or something. But yeah, I've been on Instagram since I was 13 years old, for like as long as I could be on Instagram. It has been 8 years now, and I feel like that is more than enough Instagram usage for a lifetime, right? That's a long time to be on Instagram, and it's not like for those 8 years I was using it here and there. I was very active on the platform for 8 full years, and I think it's time to say goodbye. I am now at the beach with my friend Angie. Say hi. Maybe you remember her from some of my older videos. I've set you down in a little succulent here. This journey first began when I read Digital Minimalism and Deep Work by Cal Newport. It opened my eyes to how unimportant social media might actually be. Ultimately, I ended up leaving Instagram completely, forever. Yeah, that didn't really work out. But I decided to leave Instagram. I made a post about how this would be my last post and this whole thing. And I left Instagram for 2 months, and let me tell you, it was the best 2 months of my life. I was reading so much. The first thing I did when I woke up in the morning was reach for a book and read a chapter. I was swimming and stretching every night. And I was working much less, but accomplishing so much more. My social life was much more active. I was actually hanging out with people more. And overall, I just felt so much happier, and I felt like I had so much free time when I lived most of my life just feeling like I'm constantly in a battle for time. That was a really amazing 2 months, but then there was a bit of an issue. My new book, Nightshade Academy, was coming up, and I suddenly had this intense hit of FOMO. What if people leave reviews on my book on Instagram and I don't see them? What if they take pictures of my book and I don't see them? I really wanted to be there to witness stuff related to Nightshade Academy. And because of that, I ended up re-downloading the app and using it for promotional purposes, aka scrolling through Instagram Reels for hours. and all of my good habits kind of just vanished. And yes, that's probably some of my own fault as well, but I really do kind of blame social media just because those things happened at the same time, and I think it's so much easier to be productive when you don't have, something to scroll through that can just kill hours at a time. Oh! Uh-oh.
Thank you.
Long story short, I want what I had during those 2 months back, and that's why I decided to put together something called the No Scroll Club. And we are going to be spending the entire year of 2024 off social media. I really encourage you to consider joining me on this challenge. I'm gonna have a link in the description below so you can sign up. Let's get our free time back. If you're ready to dive right into the challenge, here are 5 steps to get started on your no scroll journey. Step 1. List every social media platform you're active on. Step 2. If needed, identify exceptions to leaving completely. You can stay on specific platforms given you have a clear purpose for it, and set limits to prevent scrolling. Exception A is for creation. Maybe you want to continue posting content, but you'll no longer scroll and engage with the platform. I'm actually using this exception myself for YouTube. While I'll be leaving Instagram completely, I want to continue posting videos. However, I don't want to get distracted by watching random content on the platform, so I'm going to set restrictions in place by using 2 Chrome extensions. One of them is called Goodbye Metrics, which I've already been using for several months now. It allows me to hide things like view count and subscriber count, which often become very distracting for me. The second extension is called Unhook, which limits the YouTube front end. You can customize it to block elements like YouTube Shorts, the home page, and suggested videos in the sidebar. Exception B is for education. There's no denying that you can learn a lot through social media, so maybe you want to continue using a specific platform solely for educational purposes. Exception C is for work. Maybe your job requires you to use a specific social media platform, so as a compromise, you simply stop using your personal account. Exception D is for communication. This means using chat-based apps like Discord, WhatsApp, Line, and Facebook Messenger to communicate with friends and family, assuming that text messaging isn't an option for you. Step 3. Message people who you want to keep in touch with. Step 4. Join valuable newsletters. One common reason for using social media is to stay up to date with favorite authors, speakers, influencers, etc. But there's a good chance that they have a newsletter and they'd much prefer you stay up to date there. By signing up to receive emails, you can curate your own personalized media feed that isn't riddled with ads and recommended content that's just going to waste your time. Step 5. Leave your social media accounts, minus exceptions. Log out on your computer and delete the apps from your phone. Write down your rules for exceptions, if any. This was supposed to be a very sloppy video. I filmed it all on my phone, on purpose, just to make it as easy as possible for me. But it is currently 5:30 a.m. and I am not done editing the video, and I am exhausted. So please, join my no scroll challenge. Leave social media with me. I think it'll be fun. I'm trying to create the reverse FOMO. Like normally when you leave social media, you feel FOMO. You guys should be feeling FOMO for not being part of my club, okay? So yeah, link below. I actually plan to make more videos on the topic of social media, so if you have any questions or just random thoughts you'd like to share, feel free to leave them in the comment section below.